Today I'm reacting to Made2Express, the darkest Tom and Jerry episode that ever created, and a message that you really need to hear. Dang. Tom and Jerry been out for like a long time. And this show's still going on to this day. Now they got a movie coming out. I had never seen that much of a Tom and Jerry because they've been the most funniest cartoons a long time. Till Dexter Laboratory and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog, like all the cartoons that you named it. Right before this one right here is way back in the 90s. So before I start this video, y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Bro,
this is a very depressing image. It's perhaps the darkest ending to a Tom and Jerry episode ever. And that's saying something because this cartoon had its fair share of dark themes. But the real question is, how did it get to this point, where our classic duo both agree to take their own life? Well, it all started one perfectly normal morning. Tom and Jerry were great friends. I know, that's completely opposite of what you would expect.
yeah, that is kind of crazy.
But for this story, just roll with it. And then a 5 out of 10 at best female cat walked by, and Tom immediately fell in love with her because of his low standards. See, even Jerry knows she's not even that hot. That's why he tried to stop him. The only thing Tom strived for was to seek her validation. He was happier being around her, even though she was a clear attention-seeking gold digger. But
Oh,
this
that's
relationship,
why.
if you could call it that, was the high point of
That's why. That's why he was so.
his
Let's
life.
continue.
That was until Butch the
Yeah,
cat
she ain't
came
worth it,
along
bro.
and
She
easily
ain't.
took her away from Tom. Despite that, Tom stayed determined to impress this white cat and reverted to the power of money to do so. The first gift Tom bought was a flower, but after arriving at her house, he discovered that Butch had already bought her a wreath, which is an arrangement of flowers shaped like a ring. After that failed, Tom's next gift to the white cat was perfume. But surprise! Butch already bought her a lifetime supply of perfume. He refused to give up, though. He used all the money he had left to buy her the smallest diamond ring in history. But guess what? That was also a waste of money, as Butch had already given her a diamond ring so big and shiny that you literally have to put on eye protection to witness its beauty. So at this point, any normal person would just say, screw it. She's not the one. But Tom
For
stayed
real.
persistent.
She's not the one. She's not worth it.
His life
You
away
could
to
just
buy
date any
a car with that type
any
of deal.
woman
You would
out
think
there.
it would be enough to at least give him a Lamborghini. But nah, instead he got this cute little wagon. So, unsurprisingly, Butch finally puts Tom out of his misery with his limousine. After that, Tom went into major depression. He became careless, started drinking, and really did
It's
not
funny
give a
how
crap
he get
about
drunk with
anything
milk.
anymore. Meanwhile, Butch, aka the true alpha cat, married the gold digger, and we end up back here. For Tom,
I gotta say this, that really, yeah, that is gonna hit the reality right there, like out of nowhere. If you fall in love with a woman and she's not interested with you, she's interested with the money. That means if my friend told me that she's a gold digger, I'll believe it 100%. If she dated another man, it's not what she's not gonna be in a relationship with a man. She's going for the money. So I'm gonna say I'm not gonna tell the guy that he's dating my girl that she's a gold digger and a cheater, because she's gonna do the same thing that her man. That's why gold diggers out there, they just want what they really want. It's not between, they don't want the marriage or the kids, they just want the money. I feel bad for my homie Tom, but he could just listen to his boy Jerry about, yeah, she ain't the one, bro. Like, she's a gold digger. I can't I can't blame him right there, bro. Like, yeah, love is hard. Like, it really does. Let's continue.
That was the final straw. Jerry, while feeling helpless for his friend, gloats about how perfect his relationship is, and he also gets screwed. Tough love.
Dang.
And that's the story. While, yes, one of the darkest episodes, it's also one of the realest. Love hurts. And we've all been there. Whether it's a family member, a friend, or a significant other, the pain we feel when they don't return the same affection can sting pretty miserably. However, even though Tom deserves someone who is going to give him the respect he deserves, he is also in the wrong here and fails to realize he doesn't have enough love for himself. He believed his girl was all he had, and that's exactly why he couldn't have her in his life. He didn't have a purpose outside of his toxic relationship. Whether or not somebody likes us is something that is out of our control. So why worry about seeking approval from people? Get yourself a partner who is going to love you for who you are, and not because of materialistic items such as money, cars, or jewelry. I'm no relationship coach, but if
Yeah,
your
that's
relationship
true.
is built on money and nothing
I
more,
can't blame
I'm
him.
willing to bet it is
He's
never
speaking
going
facts,
to
though.
last.
I
Or
can't
even
blame him on that.
worse,
It's really
it's
true.
going to be
100%.
fake. True happiness comes from expression, and on the contrary, impression will ultimately lead to depression. But let's say you're like poor Tom here. You're at your lowest point. You already screwed your life over. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong, and there's no way you'll ever find happiness ever again. I want you to know that if you are one of those people, you are not alone. There are thoughts probably in your head that nobody will be able to understand. I get it. But even if that's the case, there's still hope for you, my friend. Believe me when I say you are loved. And your life does have value. For you to realize that, I want you to understand that your current situation, whatever it is temporary. And you will make it out. I know you will. Life isn't fair sometimes. But I don't want you to surrender just yet. Hell, if you need somebody to talk to, send me a private message or email, and I'll try my best to respond. But I also don't want you to be afraid to seek help from a professional. That's why in the description, I have provided the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline.
Oh,
That's 1 800 273 8255.
dang.
I love you, and I'm rooting for you.
Yeah, a lot of people out there commit
This was
suicide
Made to
for
Express. Thanks for watching. This is the most creative episode of Tom and Jerry
so that's him,
I've
okay.
ever seen, and honestly, I think it's my favorite because of that. I think people focus too much on the ending. I don't think
I'm
things.
gonna end it right here. Yeah, man. Everything that he says, it is true. Like, yeah, even though love is hard and it hurts because, like, yeah, it could be your friend, it could be your family. Hell, even like your own brother, even your own brother and sister trying to take away like the person that you love, and it put you in that mental state. Like, I don't battle deep depressions, to be honest with y'all, but here other people like going through like, oh, my girlfriend dumped me for another man. Uh, my wife divorced me because I wasn't worth it enough. But it just like it's just like one. It's that one go. It's that one. Well, men men who did it the most, but like they don't do it like this that much. No, it's women right here. Like, you see my hand right here. Went to 100% doing the most. they're the reason trying to act like they're not here for love. They're not here for being with a man that they always desperate need. They just here for the money. Like they always does that. So everything he says is true. Like Made2Express is telling the truth. So alright, man, this is a good video. Matter of fact, this is a good video, man, by Made2Express, man. I mean, hey, let me know in the comments y'all want me to react to one of his channels. So I hope y'all like this video. Y'all go ahead, give this video a thumbs up.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show?